Mm. Hey, y'all. I'm sitting in the parking lot at this school that I just finished doing career day at, and I realized it's Wednesday, and I have not gone live. I usually go early in the day, but I had to be here early in the day, so school is out, and so yeah, I was like, let me go live real quick, and like I say, I was gonna go, and let me talk about something. The title of this live is not around me. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes for people to log on. My breath stink, I think, because I'm hungry. Well, to me it be stinking. I'd be asking Lance, like, do my breath stink? He'd be like, no, baby, don't, but whatever. So you know how we do. What's your name and where you from? My nose is itching. Why my nose itching? Oh, must be my allergies. Trying to act up. Oh. On a side note, yes, come through. My hair is not as slicked down as I normally would like it, but I did the best that I could. Makeup by yours truly. My lips look a little dry, huh? It's okay. Let me know where y'all at. If this was radio, I would say, what's your name, where you're calling from? But this ain't radio. Let's see. How was my day today? Because I know my kids gonna ask me. My day was good. Was really nice to talk to kids. Like I said today, New York in the house. Is Brooklyn in the house? I'm coming to New York. I don't know. I hope before the end of the year, the Lord work it out with some way where I'm end up in New York. Anyway, what's popping, girl? I just finished, like I said, leaving career day at a school for like troubled youth. It was really good. Next time I do career day, I'm gonna go last. It's hard to follow me. It's hard to follow me because this is what I do for a living. I speak, I talk, I encourage, I motivate, I inspire, I get together. And so there was a guy who went after me who was a truck driver who owned trucks, big trucking business. And nice guy, but just not as articulate. And the guy next to me that went before me was a barber. He was like, girl, I'm glad you went before me. So I'm gonna remember that for next time to go last when I'm on this type of panel, because normally when I'm at an event where I'm speaking, I'm on a panel with other therapists, doctors, other speakers who have their own way of communication. So they're more comfortable with being in front of the crowd. Anyway, it went well. Of course, I had a little student who it was a couple guys in the back, kind of chatty, a little chatty. And so I said, hold on, I'll wait for you to get done because I get paid to do this. I get paid to talk and to encourage and motivate and inspire. So what we're not going to do is talk while I'm talking. One of us is the expert. So I'm going to let you go first. Anyway, and then after that, later on, I asked a question. I said, well, who could tell me 3 jobs that I used to do? And little boy answered. I gave him $5. I was like, I want to show y'all something. Money will come to you if you're at the right place, the right time. You seize the opportunity and pay attention. Bloop. So all y'all talking in the back, you just lost out on $5 because you wasn't paying attention. Anyway, afterwards, a lot of the teachers and the students came up to me like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. I felt like I wanted to cry. And I was like, oh no, I do that, honey. That's what I do for a living. Not just make people cry, but I'm really in touch with me and people and how things feel. And I'm good at talking. And so a lot of the things that I'm saying, I've been there, so I can relate. A lot of these kids are 6th through 12th grade. So they were talking about how, they don't get along with their parents, stuff like that. I was like, I've been there. I understand that. But until you 18, just do what you got to do. That's why you can come to school and have advocates and allies at school. So don't mess up your allies at school. Then you ain't gonna have nobody that care nothing about you. So anyway, needless to say, career day was great. Sorry, excuse me. I feel just motivated and inspired because I had a rough night last night. Last night I was up until about maybe 2 or 3 in the morning. I cried a little bit. I worked on my book, listening to some YouTube music. My daughter came in and saw me crying. I was like, oh, I don't like her seeing me like that sometimes because she's very emotional. I don't mind my kids seeing me cry because I think that's good. They need to see that. But I don't want my kids to be affected by it, where they're crying and sad, like because mommy's crying and sad. Like mommy's just going through life. Like I know that there is a cycle, and an ebb and flow to life, and when things aren't going my way and I don't have the things I would want to have, I get a little emotional. Anyway, but woke up to some good news, so I hope that pans out. You know, tired of people telling me what they're gonna do and they don't do it. Anyway, career day was great. We got Susie from Virginia. Sandy, I have been watching all your videos. I am from Kansas. Yay. You're such a wonderful inspiration to me in my journey. Surgery day 727. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Sandy Squirrel. If you don't know that song, Google it, YouTube it. It's about Sandy Squirrel from SpongeBob. My kids love that song. She's a squirrel living in the sea. Anyway, I love that name and that song. Tara was popping. Susie Q from Virginia. So, okay, I'm gonna get started real quick because if I did this earlier today, more people would be watching, but I'm kind of late, so I'm just gonna give it to you. So, the title of this live is Not Around Me. I want to give you guys an example or a story so that you can know what I'm talking about. So one day I was walking down the street from a friend's house going to get a cheeseburger. I was mad at this friend because I had just found out some news that pissed me off. I was like, let me go get a cheeseburger and some fries and calm myself down. As I walked into this cheeseburger place, you know, a local high school had just got out of school. Now I live in California, and in California, there's a lot of Mexicans and a lot of Black kids. In my city, it's like Asians and white people and stuff, but where I was at, it was predominantly Mexican and Black kids. Ordered my food, and as a girl, it's like I'm paying. Group of little Hispanic boys walk in, and he proceeds to say, "Hey, nigga," talking to somebody else. So I turned around. I'm already mad. Now, the bad part is what I had on. I had on a black dress. I had on my gold unk. If you don't know what that is, I think I had it on yesterday, the day before. But I had my gold unk. I had on these big earrings that were circle, but the cutout was Africa. And I had my hair in a big fro with the pick that had the fist on it. Perfect costume for what was about to go down. So he's screaming, "Hey, nigga, you crazy?" Blah, blah, blah. I said, no, not in front of me. And the whole burger place stopped. The cook looked up. The girl at the register stopped. I said, "We're not using that word around me. When I leave, you can say whatever you want to say, but you're not going to disrespect me or nobody else yelling out nigga. Now, do you understand?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Thank you. You said there was $6.75. Here you go." It made me think. Now, don't get me wrong. He tried it because as I was getting ready to leave, he started saying it again to see if I was going to say something. But by that time, I already knew that if I had responded to him, he was going to act belligerent because he knew it wasn't too much I could do to him. But I made my point, so I just exited stage left. Like, you didn't say it to my face. I know that. So I thought about it for a while and said, I feel like there's more people who should take on the responsibility of being a leader in whatever, surrounding that they are. I think that, sorry, I'm in my car with my laptop. Let me put my legs down. Oh, no, keep it up. There we go. In that moment, that situation could have went left or right. He could have, he wasn't going to, because I'm a pretty good judge of character when it comes to things like that. A real killer, a real person that's about it, that would have beat my ass as an adult. They're not running around yelling out nigga and burger stations. Okay, they putting in work. They selling drugs, taking people purses, stuff like that. So he didn't come off like he was gonna pop off. And if he did, then I just would have been fighting a ninth grader, like, to defend myself. But I think one of the problems with our generation is there aren't enough people who are calling out to the kids that there's a higher standard needed to be in my area, to be around me. Because you know how I know they're not doing it? We don't do it with adults. We're going to do it with adults. Now, there's a news story that happened about a year ago where a guy, I don't know if it was the N-word or cursing, but a guy stood up for his son. He had his son with him, and these two guys were arguing, cussing, and he asked the guy, like, "Could you not talk like that around my son?" The guy turned around and stabbed that man, and that man died. And in the comment section, people were like, "He's stupid. He should have kept his mouth shut." So I do understand that there are times where that's not the best thing. So I do think you need to have discernment when addressing things like that. But it's not just about cussing and saying the N-word. There are some people who need to be called to a higher standard when it comes to how they treat you. Oh, okay. You got people that's around you who don't care nothing about you, and you give yourself to them. You give access to them As if they like, you remember Fave 5 on T-Mobile? You pick the top 5 people you talk to the most and you can talk to them for free. Yeah, some of y'all need to check that. There are people in your life who have access to you that care nothing about you. They don't respect you. They don't love you. They don't mean you no good. They don't speak positive. There are some people who you fooled yourself into thinking they my friend, but the only time y'all get together and vibe is when y'all talking about other people. Oh, okay. The only time y'all vibe is when they call you, ask you for a favor. You say yeah, and now the conversation is light and fun because you said yeah. But had you said no, they would have been like, man, I'll call you later. There are people around you who you need to, and I know some of y'all saying, okay, Kat, why do I do that? How do I call people to a higher standard? I don't talk like you, I'm not confident like you. Listen, it's small changes every day. It's small changes every day that turn you. One of the kids in career day just asked me, she was like, how did you get so confident? You don't care about what nobody think. I said, whoa. That's a lie. I care a lot about what people think. Still working on that. I said, the difference is I can care about what they think, but still have a sense of value and self-worth within me. That's anchored in me. That is disconnected from what anybody else think about me. And I think when you get to the point to say, okay, Kat, I want people to start treating me how you talking about. I want them to respect me and love me, and I want positivity. Okay, we'll start making the right choice in each day. How do you do that? Okay, you get up and you go to work, right? And let's say you drive on the freeway, especially if you're in California somewhere, and somebody cuts you off. You got a choice. I value my peacefulness and my happiness and joy so much. You can get in front of me. That's fine. Go ahead with your little ugly raggedy car, or go ahead with your Mercedes. You probably can't afford the payments for real anyway. Whatever you got to do, and don't allow it to snatch your peace from you. Okay, now you at work and you chilling and you look in the refrigerator and you left one Diet Coke in there. You wrapped it with masking tape and put your name on it, and it's gone. And then you see it in the trash, or you see it on somebody's desk. You got a choice to make. Am I gonna let that snatch my peace? You know what? I'm gonna just learn my lesson. I can't put nothing in the refrigerator no more. Not go around the office trying to figure out who did it so you can cuss them out. Because you're giving people access to your time. When I was in career day, I didn't mean for it to come off like that, but it was the truth. Them kids was talking while I was talking. I said, baby, look, I get paid for this. This is my time. So I've given up paid opportunities to be here to talk to you. We both can't be up here talking. So I'm not even going to join in with you. I'll wait. There are some of y'all who need to do that. And it's a pattern. It can't be one incident. Oh, I did it one time and now I'm just changed. No. When you get that phone call from a cousin or an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or an ex-friend or a current friend or a family member, your mom, your uncle, whoever saying, oh man, I don't know what we gonna do, man. I need some extra money. You got $20 I can borrow? I ain't even got it. Man, I know you got it, man. When you get paid? That ain't even none of your business. I ain't got it. And matter of fact, you got to stop calling me when you only need something. You see, I'm going to tell you the real reason why some of y'all don't want to change and won't change. It's not because, Kat, I'm not you. I'm not pretty like you. I can't talk like you. I'm not confident like you. No, that's not it. You don't want to piss nobody off. You know how I know? Because that was me. I know because that was me. Trying to keep everything in perfect orbit, copacetic, equilibrium, and everybody full of anxiety and disappointment. But everybody else around me is cool. All it cost me was my own peace. Okay. Stop trying to listen, you cannot choose yourself and everybody else. I'm going to write that down. That's good. It's one or the other. Somebody going to lose. Somebody going to bite the dust. And when y'all start realizing you've been losing, how you losing in your own game? No, hell nah. No. There have been some people in the last 4 or 5 weeks who I've cut off, and I guess they call themselves cutting me off. I ain't fighting nobody. Yes, maybe this needs to be this way. Assalamu salam to you. Okay, peace be with you, and I'm going to go my way. But you know what's crazy? As people are exiting my life, God is sending some amazing opportunities my way, which makes me feel like, well, dang, who else need to get X'd out to make room for some blessings? So stop letting people act all kind of ways and act like they ain't got no sense in your presence. It's not for you to change nobody, but you cut yourself off. You don't give people the opportunity to act stupid around you or do stupid stuff to you. And when they ask, be woman enough, be man enough to say, you know what? I love myself too much to be around somebody who hurts me like that. I'm sorry, man. And if you want to change your behavior, go ahead. But until then, Nikki, Virginia, I got my Apollo gum in the mail. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Nikki. I'm so glad you got it, girl. And let me know if it works for you. I love that gum. I think it's 2 more I need to send out. I had to get some more stamps. Sorry, y'all, if y'all watching. So anyway, I gotta go. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do before these kids get out of school. What I'm gonna do for dinner. I love you guys. Natalie from Florida. Oh, that ain't Natalie. That's ain't Michelle. My bad, girl. I ain't got no glasses on. Yeah, man. There's so many people who are in this world that's hurting, and they're good people, man. They good people. They want to help. They want to love. They want to, they want everybody to win, and they just in situations with people who is just taking advantage of them. And the best advice I could give to those people is if you're not in position blessing the right people God wants you to bless, that means that you're in the wrong position giving away things frugally. I don't know. No, not frugally. Freely. My bad. I don't know where that came from. And so you're giving blessings and opportunities to people and things. Columbia. To people who don't deserve it. One of the reasons why I'm really passionate about other people's purpose, besides the fact that God made me like this, I understand the grand scheme of life. There are people running around here thinking that everything is about them, and it's really, really not. All of the things that God's getting ready to do for me this next season is not just because I've cried for it and I wanted it, but He's opening doors so I can reach back and open doors for other people. There's people's grandchildren relying on me to write this book. I've never met them. They're not even born yet. There are people in other countries, in other states that don't even watch me on YouTube that's relying on me to keep pushing for my goal of being a world-renowned speaker. When last night I was just crying because I was like, man, this thing is moving slow. And I say that because I think that the enemy has done such a good job of minimizing our purpose and our influence. So we operate day in and day out on this mediocre level and just think that this is just what it is. And it's not. And the only way you will really understand your gift and your purpose and your passion and what you're supposed to be doing is if you have people who don't value you back the hell up off of you, so you can have a sober view of yourself. You wasn't born to be the go-to person in your family to keep the family together. No, not at your detriment. No, you ain't bigger than God. You don't love them more than Jesus and God. So can you relinquish that to the Lord and do what you're supposed to be doing? Detroit. Thank you, Red Sparrow. Okay, it sounds like a ninja undercover name. All right. By the way, that's one of my dreams too, to be in an action movie as a Black woman, acting like this, real me, but being like, woo, woo, watch. What? Anyway, don't tell nobody I said that. So anyway, I love you guys. I pray to God pans out and I'm going to be working. But until then, y'all, discounted sessions. That was for Memorial Day weekend. If you didn't get that email, you got to go to my website and sign up to be on the mailing list. Yeah. Believe me, no matter how good I look, because I ain't gonna front, I'm gonna take the compliments. I look nice today. I still struggle with stuff on the inside. I'm still fighting to believe every day. With all the talent and giftedness that I have, I still have doubts. A lot of my warfare I fight through is mental. It's mental. And so I encourage you to be aware of challenges you may have. Accounts like unfollow people or things that are just draining you. Tanya, I'm from Georgia. What's popping? Tanya from Georgia. Yeah. And keep praying for me and my family, because my prayers, like I said, I always say this on all my videos, to be on tour one day and be like, all right, I'm gonna be in South Carolina on the 20th, and then on the 1st I'm gonna be down in Georgia, and I'm flying down to Miami because I gotta come meet y'all and speak life to y'all and work with y'all, because I realize a lot of people need these words. So anyway, let me go figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch, late lunch. It's 3 o'clock. Oh Lord, here in Cali. Love y'all. Be safe. Like, subscribe, and share.